Did you say no?
I said no. Did you say no?
I said no. Did you say no?
I didn't say anything. No one asked me anything. I just liked running.
You aren't running away from anything.
No? Are you?
I was just posed to by my neighbor.
Hey, me too, but
Not my neighbor.
my neighbor's rich guy friend.
My boss.
I said no. Yeah, me too.
Oh, so was I. I was just proposed to by my neighbor.
What did you say?
Nothing yet. I ran away from him.
That's what I did. I said no with my mind. So you were running away from something.
It wasn't that complicated. I like running, and it was windy, and it felt like flying. Where are you going?
I'm going home, which was awkward because we had to walk on the same trail from the woods where he proposed. Oh, and his bedroom window looks right into our house, and no one was saying anything, and it was It's fine. I will not see him for a while, and he'll forget all about me. Where are you going?
I'm going to bed. I'm visiting friends. I thought I would be safe here, but then he showed up. I want to go to bed. I want to go home.
I can't go home. I don't have a home. I'm literally going to run over these hills until I die.
It is strange how one singular choice can alter the course of your life.
But we must continue to survive. It is hard to feel sorry for ourselves and survive at the same time, and I dare say no one will do either for us. We must do it for our own selves.
If we had said yes, it would have been awful.
It would have been awful. Yes, you're right. That's why we said no.
I don't know. I might say yes.
What?
Do you love him? No. But he's rich.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I can't do this. I've got to go. Bye.
Wait! Are you sure you'll be all right?
No?
Godspeed!
I first met Lori behind the curtain at the rich people party. He tried to kiss me, but I had given myself a cootie shot, so I was immune. And then we grew and grew and grew, and my parents grew older and older, and then I blinked, and we were 18.
Hey, Joe, wait a minute.
No, Teddy, please don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't do that.
I got you, Joe. I got you.
Fine.
So here's the
Hurry up.
I love you.
What?
I love you. I've loved you ever since I've known you. Like the first day.
The first day.
Since you hid behind that curtain.
Oh, shut up.
No, you shut up. I tried to tell you and show you that I love you, but you would never let me.
I wonder why.
I decided when I saw you after I'd gotten out of my carriage that I had to tell you, because I can't go on any longer.
I wanted to spare you this because I thought that you understood that
Whatever you did, I only loved you all the more for it. I worked hard to please you, but in the end I was sure I wouldn't be half good enough.
Oh, no, it is I that's not half good enough for you.
What do you mean, Joe?
You are a great deal too good for me. And I am so grateful and so proud and fond of you. And I don't know why I can't love you as you want me to. I have tried, but there is something inside me telling me something clear. And that clearness is the fact that I just don't and never will love you.
Really? Truly, Joe?
Really, truly, Lori dear.
I will never love another soul again.
Should we hike back now? I've got to get back to my sister's.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I was walking and the air was growing cold, but it was still light out. So I was trying to walk the sunny parts of the path and avoid the shady parts. And all of a sudden I turned around. Mr. Darcy was there. And I can't remember what he said at first, but all of a sudden I found myself in the midst of it.
In vain I have struggled to accept the inferiority of your circumstance. But my feelings will not be repressed. You must allow me to tell you the ardence with which I admire and love you.
Ardence is not a word.
I knew it. I knew it as soon as I said it.
You love me ardently, you say?
I've already said it once. I don't know why you need me to say it again.
I will need you to say it again. I will need you to say it a few more times.
Did you not hear me clearly the first time?
Oh, I heard you very clearly. I heard your remarks of my inferiority of birth and circumstance very clearly. I heard you say you revenge this great malfeasance?
This is not going the way it's supposed to. Mwah!
Thank you for telling me certainly. It's been such a comfort that someone can be so drawn to me for my qualities in spite of my character. So thanks.
May I endeavor to inquire as to why with so little attempt at empathy, I am to be rejected?
Do you think your grand parade of affection can assuage the particular grievance you have committed in separating forever my sister from perhaps her only chance at happiness? Do you deny robbing my sister Jane of a chance at love? Did you know that Jane was in London? Did you entice other parties, i.e. Mr. Charles Bingley, into your line of thinking? Do you deny ruining her chances forever? Do you deny it?
I could see Heathcliff from the top of the hill as I was running back to Wuthering Heights. He was out in the front chopping wood. Very violently. So I decided to wait to tell him about Edgar Linton until after we'd eaten
Kathy,
our supper. Hey,
get inside.
tone of voice.
Don't just lay there like all is well.
I'm not splaying like that. I know everything in our lives is horrible, but you're being rude.
I'm always rude.
Not to me.
What about the time I threw the goat out the attic window?
That wasn't rude. Well, it was rude to the goat, but not to me.
Get inside.
What is wrong with you?
I know about Edgar Linton.
What about Edgar Linton?
I followed you to Thrushcross Grange. I spied on you two in the garden.
Did you hear what I said to him?
No, I left before you could say yes. It was too pathetic to even watch.
I didn't say yes. I didn't say anything.
Stop, Kathy.
I didn't. I said I'd answer him tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And why'd you do that? You gotta think long and hard about it.
Yeah.
Let me give you some advice, Kathy. Go. Marry Edgar Linton. Because if you're saying yes to him, you're saying no to me. And that's plenty fine. I'm never gonna ask you anyway.
Why would I ever think you were going to ask me to marry you?
Because you're in love with me. The thought of me sets you off in a frenzy. How will you overcome it? If I were to marry Heathcliff, we should be beggars.
Who told you that? Nellie Dean? Did Nellie Dean tell you that?
Oh, Pelly Dean told me a lot of things.
I hate you.
I hate you too. Get inside.
And then I went inside. And then I wrote a note to Edgar Linton, and it said yes. And then I went outside with it. Heathcliff,
What now?
can you deliver this to Thrushcross Grange? I'll give you tuppence for your troubles. I am Heathcliff, and he is me, and I cannot marry myself.
Ireland! You would like it.
It's inside my head, alarm bells.
The people, the scenery, the food.
It's a long way.
From here. But what is here? This old ugly tree, this beam.
Beans.
A girl like you would not object to the voyage or the distance. A strong constitution.
I don't object to the voyage or the distance, sir, but the sea is a barrier.
England and Thornfield are just boops on a map, you know.
From you, sir. A barrier from you.
strange, a feeling with regard to you. And I'm just like, what is this? Stop crying. There's this string going from my ribs, and it's winding around my heart. And it pulls through the back of my spine. And when you tug on it, I fall over. What am I saying? Do you want to leave? Are you sorry to go?
I am sorry because at Thornfield I have lived a full life. I have felt as though the world needs me and I am needed in the world. I am not some halfling starving to death or begging for food. I'm not petrified or shaking in my boots. I'm not afraid anymore. Do you hear me? I am not afraid anymore. But to be torn away from you, Mr. Rochester, leaves me more anguished and terrified than I have ever been in my life. And I am an orphan who was terrorized by ghosts as a child. Because in your company, I have never been happier.
Why would you be torn from me?
Because your wife?
Miss Ingram. Miss Ingram.
Miss Ingram, Miss Ingram.
She's not my wife yet! I have no wife.
I tell you I must go.
Jane?
Do you think I can stay to become nothing to you? Do you think I am a robot? A machine without feeling? Do you think that because I am poor, because I am obscure, because I have tiny hands and I am heartless? Soulless, you think wrong. I have a heart and a soul larger than any of those you host. And if God had granted me with wealth, beauty, esteem, large hands, then I would make it as difficult for you to leave me as it is now for me to leave you. And this speech is mortifying, but also great because I'm not speaking from a place of custom or convention or mortal flesh. This is my spirit and your spirit, and we are equal. And because of this, I am going and you cannot stop me.
We are equal. Yes, we are, so Jane. This morning, I turned my breakfast over. And then I threw up. And then I called your name out the window 4 times. And then I cried into my bed sheets. And then I burned all of my clothes and then your clothes. And then I rode my horse for a long time. Hee-haw! Hee-haw! On receiving this letter by the apprehension of it containing any of those sentiments or renewal of those offers which were last night so disgusting to you, I write with no intention of paining you nor humbling myself by dwelling on wishes which, for the happiness of both, cannot be too soon forgotten.
Fine. If she doesn't want me, then I don't want her. I'll make her rue the day she ever walked away from Theodore Lawrence. It all reminds me of her. She gave me this tennis racket. She made me this fake black with my face on it. World's best booger fish. I'm going to go to Europe. I'm going to go to Paris and East Berlin. I'm going to go to Vienna. I'm going to eat sausage. I'm going to be successful and marry a model. And Joe is going to be nothing.
I am Heathcliff. Blah, blah, blah. You know what? I
myself.
And what I want.
There's a bigger world.
And I deserve it. And I will find it.
I must find my sisters.
I must find my sister.
I must find some sisters.
Sisters. Excuse us.
We are out here.
We should team up or something.
Oh, yeah, totally. Great idea. Where are you from?
Like outside Boston?
Of course you are.
Rochester, I don't even know what happened with you. I thought she said yes.
She found out I had another wife locked up in the attic. She found out the day of our wedding.
Oh, sucks.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Well, what are we gonna do?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
They're all running to their sisters. That's like a Berlin Wall made of the women.
We are totally screwed.
Hanky's out, gentlemen. To anyone in assistance of the search, we will not stop until they are found by us.
Yeah!
Did you get the biscuits like I asked, Mr. Bingley? Mr. Bingley? Did you hear what I asked, Mr. Bingley? Oh, brother, come now. You seem so listless.
List?
You haven't even been drinking your tea. Oh, brother, Mr. Bingley.
Caroline, what good is tea? Got so much on my mind.
Are you still thinking about that girl, Jane Bennett?
I am very unfortunate to have made the decisions I made. To quit Netherfield and not further engage in my pursuit to the provincial beauty, Jane Bennett.
Well, Jane Bennett doesn't even like you. Darcy said so.
Well, there's more. Darcy went and proposed to her sister,
What?
Lizzie Bennett, and she said no. And then, she went away and nobody knows where. So much going on. You haven't heard where Lizzie went, have you? Her whereabouts, any signs of her or the other three?
Sorry, I
thought Darcy would marry me!
Think of that now. Is she with her mother? Is she going on a trip with her aunt and uncle? Is she traveling alone? Who are the others?
He was supposed to marry me!
Caroline, calm yourself. If you do find anything out about where Lizzie went or her sister, please don't be afraid to use your cane to discern it for me.
The Bennetts! I think I might hurl, like, all over the place.
Do you want me to get a bucket? Can I hold your hair? Somebody call for help! I'll go for help. Help! Oh, have a hanky in my pocket.
Wait, what's this? Bingley, you Caroline against Lizzie.
What? No. So my hanky had words on it. Don't worry. Nothing to worry about. It's not important at all. I should throw this away.
Amy? Oh, there you are, Amy. Amy! Meg? Beth? Mother! Oh, and Melinda! Anything else in the parcel, she said.
I'm afraid not, dear. If only I could go to New York like her.
If only Joe could travel home from New York. Beth, are you going to be all right?
Yes.
You just seem a little tired.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Girl! Leave Beth alone.
Oh, hey, we got a letter.
ship out to Florence. Pretty down in the dumps if you ask me. Don't know why. Literally have no idea what's wrong.
Okay, got it, Jet. Love, old man Lawrence next.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Joe's in New York and now Lori's in Florence.
Oh, Lawrence in Florence. Mother, do you think I will ever get to go to Florence? You will go where the rich people tell you to go. Did you hear what they said?
What?
Did you hear what they said?
What?
Did you hear what they said?
New York! They're meeting in New York. Just Joe. Or the other ones.
Well, rumor has it that's their meeting spot.
Well then, why don't we crash this meeting spot? We need one of ours to nail down the coordinates.
Well, who can we rely on?
There's Charles Bingley. There's the two of us.
We don't have anyone in New York.
Not a one. We need somebody who knows it. Somebody in the inside, and the cogs will fall into place.
Well, I know that. A professor in New York. I can write him a letter and get him on our side. Any word from camp?
Well, I got a hanky last week from Lori. It says it's he, Mr. Darcy, Mr. Heathcliff, and Mr. Rochester. Out there somewhere on the moors now, and they will find Jane Eyre, Liz Bennet, Joe March, and Kathy, wherever they are hiding. And on that day, the seizing day, men everywhere will rise up and take to their posts.
Edgar!
I'm afraid we all agree you're fired from our camp, Edgar Linton.
Kathy, I'm your husband.
You don't support my wants. And you're bad with dogs, Edgar.
But, Kathy, you're my wife.
And I'm also your, employer. And I'm afraid it's time for you to pack your things and go.
That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Good job, Kathy. Hold on, girls, run!
Jane? We sent dozens of ribbons. Dozens, but
We're afraid they are intercepted by spies for the men.
They're spies on us.
Forget about them. We made it. Guys, we're here. Does anyone want some more?
I want one. I'll have one.
So, what did I miss?
We got jobs.
What? They got me their job. What kind of job?
Okay, well, I didn't get a job. I started school. I'm taking organic chemistry. It's so hard. I have to study every night for hours. It makes me feel so smart and so stupid at the same time.
I got a job at the local paper.
For writing.
I proofread. I fact check. And sometimes they even let me keep my own
I
Bible.
got hired by this boat. At first they wanted me to be a deck witch and Edgar to be first mate. But they quickly realized Edgar is useless. And I'm good at tying knots, so I took his job. They pay me less than they pay him, but you know, we have to take it one step at a time.
What job do you want, Jane?
I think I want to be in Spain. Has anyone heard from their families yet?
No.
Well, Kathy, you don't really have.
I don't either, so, I sympathize.
Whatever, it's fine. I do my part. I keep watch. It's fine.
My sisters know roughly of our whereabouts, and in case any trouble arises, they'll be here.
I've been sending ribbons to my sisters. Their network is growing, slowly, but it's growing.
Elizabeth's sisters have set up a resistance front and are having meetings with all 4 and 20 families and getting other women to the cause.
So, Jane Bennett, how are you? Isn't it simply divine that we're both from Pride and Prejudice? brother ask you to invite me to tea?
Well, yes, but that is because he loves you. Because he wanted me to
He
ask
wanted information about Lizzie. Caroline, you're being used as a pawn for the men's
the
side.
men's side. How dare you! The animals just a
Did they promise you something? Did they promise you Darcy in exchange for your cooperation?
He was supposed to marry me! I'm rich, I'm beautiful, yeah, and I have so much
Caroline, your brother is using you. Darcy will not marry you for your troubles. Have you noticed any strange hankies lying around?
You mean the hankies with the words on them?
If you stand with us, then you will tell your brother I was never here. And he will start reporting all of his actions to me by ribbon. Good day, Miss Bingley.
So, how was your tea with Jane Bennett?
She couldn't make it after all.
That's too bad. Darcy, it's Bingley, code name Bird Dog. It's got to Caroline. She won't cooperate any longer. Anyways, got a jet. Love, Bird Dog.
We will have to eat canned beans again.
I am so sick of canned beans!
It's called roughing it. We are roughing it. This was your idea, Heathcliff.
Don't start with me, Darcy!
Hey, guys! Cool it.
The rain is stopping, guys.
Good eye, Lawrence.
I'm sorry, fired again.
So what's on the menu? Fry beans?
I got a present today! A pheasant!
Darcy, Heathcliff's gonna fry the pheasant. We are gonna talk plans now. Who's got the map?
I do. It's wet.
Oh, come on!
It's only damp, okay? It's only damp.
Run me through this again, Laurie.
Here is our camp. Here is where we split off from the girls. This is how many miles we have traveled, and this circle is how many miles the girls have traveled. It's not many.
Who made these calculations? I did! I also cooked the food. You're welcome.
And correspondence. Has anyone had any new correspondence? I received a hanky from Bird Dog. He said his sister Caroline Bingley is having Jane Bennett, Elizabeth Bennett's sister, over for tea. We'll see if he gleans anything from it. It didn't work!
A hanky just came into me too. From my grandfather?
Dear Lord, heard from Miss March today.
Joe is definitely in New York. Not sure with who, not sure whereabouts. Sent a hanky to this professor we know, but he doesn't seem very cooperative. See if you can brainstorm any other helpers.
Love you. Eat your prunes. Love, Brandon.
New York falls in my calculations, so.
We have dispatches employed in each of the 4 households. Anything they hear from the women, they send to us. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before we get more and more specific, and we can finally start to move.
What was that? Men, grab your weapons! On my word, we fire!
Edgar Linton!
I know where they are!
Yeah!
Any news from the work? One of the space camp kids barked. They always bark at 0 keys.
I ran into some trouble at work. Did you like it? Double scotch. Ross.
Ja, what is your name?
Joe.
Joe what?
Why do you want to know, German?
Wait, nein, I didn't mean. Just cause I like the way you order drinks and I maybe wanted to take you out sometime. That's all. No other reason.
I have heard a lot of things from a lot of different people.
My name is Bob. I'm a grad student. I'm a PhD candidate for world history.
Oh, yeah?
Ja, I have my student ID card somewhere in my pocket. 1 sec. I mean sec. I hate English sometimes. Okay. Take my address down as collateral for your trust. I've heard a lot about you guys from the men. Somebody got in touch with me and told me to be on the lookout. But I'm on your side, okay? Your side.
How do I know that I can trust you?
Rings on the house. Don't even tip me, okay? Lay low.
Seems harmless. Do you really think they could be on our trail?
Look, word is getting out about Todd.
There's no way they can find us that fast. What was that? Girls, grab your weapons.
Do you think that
Shut!
But how did they find us so quickly?
Edgar Lindsay.
Oh!
Should we run?
I can stay and fight.
Attention, ladies!
Did he just call us ladies?
We have searched the world far and wide.
Shut up!
Shut up.
And now we have found you out.
This is ridiculous.
Quit crying and stand up.
Women, stand tall!
Men, show your
And we couldn't have done it without our most important informant.
So it is, my daughters. This March and But I am a mother, and a mother does know best. So, when the incredibly rich neighbor boy wants to marry my daughter, and she refuses him and runs off to another city, then what? What is Miss March to do? Morals don't feed kids, okay? Morals don't cure ailments and dispositions. Am I right, Beth? You girls, independent women, don't eat s'mores for dinner. I found you out. I'm here fighting for the men's side because you have really Good. I can eat s'mores. I eat s'mores wherever I want. They fight. The battle begins. The cabinet and religion have put a snitch on the girl's whereabouts.
Surprise to Bingley that Caroline chose the girl's side.
Bingley kills Caroline.
And then things get serious.
Jokes are made at the expense of the sisters.
Jokes are made at the expense of oversensitive men. Threats are made with the burning of houses.
The burning of grass and hair.
Beth is killed in battle. My eyes!
Rochester's eyes get burned.
And then Kathy!
Hey, I hate you, right?
Yeah, I hate you too.
Heathcliff, come here so I can whisper something.
Kathy!
She was going to sail the world.
We don't want to play anymore. This isn't how we thought it would turn out.
How did you think it would turn out? How did you think it would turn out?
No! Better than this. Better than this.
images I have left are the ones I've chosen to remember. And the only thing I want to remember is you.
Mr. Rochester, I knew what I had to do. Where I had to go, I did not question that where I was and what I did would every day be defined by my loneliness.
Jane, I'm so sorry about all of this.
People shouldn't apologize. They should just ask for help when they needed it.
Happy?
Stop talking to me.
Is that you?
Stop talking to me. I'm dead.
Kathy!
Tell everyone to stop looking at me.
Everybody stop looking at her!
Heathcliff,
What?
you have to stop stabbing people.
I want to.
I'm dead. You're not going to get me back.
Okay. But look at all of them! They're lying to themselves!
Not anymore.
You lied to yourself when you were alive. You married Edgar when you loved me.
If I could have gone back and changed one thing, it would have been that. But guess what? Time is time, and my body is dirt, and my cells are the grass.
How are you here if you are the grass?
My body is on the moors now, but my spirit is everywhere. It is here with you now, and it is not with you, and it is far away from you. That is the wonderful, sad thing of life and of death. For we always look for the place we will be.